Stay connected. Make sure you hit the subscribe button.
Good morning, folks. It's wonderful to see your beautiful faces gathered here today on this special Juneteenth occasion. I want to express my gratitude for your presence in this space and for recognizing the significance of this day. But before I reflect about Juneteenth, I want to take a moment to honor the divine presence that guides my life, God. His mercy and grace provide me with the strength and the inspiration to navigate the complexities of this world. Also on this joyous day, I want to celebrate and honor the remarkable strength and boundless love that characterizes the Black family. As Father's Day approaches, it's essential to take a moment to express deep appreciation for Black fatherhood, a subject that has often been overlooked and undervalued. Let us bestow upon it the dignity and respect it truly deserves. Personally, I would like to acknowledge and honor the vital role that my children's father has played in raising our three incredible children, Zanelle, Jamel, and Chanel. His unwavering guidance and unconditional love has shaped their lives in the most beautiful and transformative ways. Now, in reflecting upon Juneteenth, I would be remiss not to acknowledge the sacred land on which we stand. It's critical to honor and recognize the invaluable contributions and unwavering strength displayed by both the enslaved Africans and the indigenous people. Their collaboration and mutual support played a pivotal role in shaping the course of our shared history. Despite enduring the horrors of bondage, the enslaved Africans demonstrated remarkable strength and courage. They toiled under oppressive conditions, cultivating the land and building the foundations of societies, that's plural. Through their labor, they sustained economies and contributed to the growth of nations, even as their own physical freedom was denied. In their struggle for liberation, the enslaved Africans fostered a sense of community, solidarity, and resiliency. Equally important, the indigenous people, the original stewards of this land, played an essential role in supporting and empowering the voices of enslaved Africans. Many indigenous communities recognized the shared struggle against colonization and oppression. They offered sanctuary, guidance, and assistance to the enslaved Africans seeking freedom. These acts of unity, empathy, compassion, and support demonstrated the indigenous people's commitment to justice and their recognition of the inherent worth and dignity of Black lives. Today, as we honor the spirit of Juneteenth, we acknowledge yet another milestone in the ongoing journey towards Black liberation. Juneteenth stands as a testament to the indomitable spirit that prevailed during the darkest of times. It reminds us of the extraordinary courage displayed by those who toiled under the weight of bondage that never lost sight of their humanity. In the face of the unimaginable hardships and oppression, the enslaved Africans exhibited an unwavering strength that defied the chains that bound their bodies. Their souls remained unbroken, finding solace and liberation in the depths of their resilience. Juneteenth stands as a testament to the steadfast spirit they prevailed within the darkest of times. However, we cannot overlook the harsh realities that the journey towards emancipation was riddled with countless barriers and deep-rooted injustices. The painful delay in the news of freedom reaching Texas serves as a stark reminder of the systemic obstacles that hindered progress. While the Emancipation Proclamation marked a crucial milestone, it alone did not automatically bestow full equality or ensure the recognition of the value and rights of Black bodies. It is essential to confront the uncomfortable truths of our history and recognize that the struggle for true freedom and equality did not end with the emancipation. The legacy of systemic racism persisted manifesting in various forms of discrimination and oppression that continue to impact the lives of Black people today. We must acknowledge the ongoing fight for justice and work towards dismantling the systemic barriers that contribute to inequality. So today, as we reflect upon the significance of Juneteenth, we must also recognize the collective responsibility we all bear. It is our duty to honor and uplift the contributions of the Black community, centering their experiences and voices, and advocating for justice and equality. By centering Black lives, we are not diminishing the worth of others, but rather calling for equity and justice to prevail. It is a call to create a more inclusive and compassionate world where the historical and ongoing injustices faced by the Black community are acknowledged and addressed. When we uplift their voices and experiences, we uplift humanity as a whole. Now, this can be achieved, and anyone that knows me knows that I always give out an action plan with steps that you can follow. So here we go. This can be achieved on 3 levels, so institutionally, culturally, and personally. At the institutional level, we need to closely examine the policies, program, processes, and procedures that directly impact the lives of Black folks. We must identify and rectify any systemic biases or discriminatory practices that contribute to inequality. By implementing equitable policies, institutions can contribute to a more just society. On the cultural level, it is critical to challenge our own negative beliefs, biases, and perceptions about Black people. We must actively confront and unlearn, at times, harmful stereotypes, promoting understanding and empathy instead. By engaging in open and honest conversation, we dismantle prejudice and foster a culture of care, of respect. At the personal level, we must reflect on the actions we are taking to amplify the voices of Black people. Are we actively seeking out and sharing their stories, achievements, and experiences? Those are the questions you need to wrestle with personally. Are we promoting their work, supporting their initiatives, and advocating for their rights? It is our responsibility to use our platforms and influence the uplift of Black voices and contribute to positive change. While these actionable items apply to everyone, I would like to emphasize an additional step for Black folks to add to their action plan: the importance of self-care. This step is often underrated, but is crucial for us to love ourselves by taking care of our minds, bodies, and spirits. In fact, just this past Thursday, I had a beautiful exchange with my sisters of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. It was in a circle of love with my sisters and sorors who reminded me of my worth in a world that diminishes the value of Black women. I certainly want to thank my soror, Senator Leah Webb, for helping to facilitate this circle of love. So I just saw her on Thursday, and I knew she was coming today, and so I'm just so grateful for her spirit. And thank you, soror. I have a personal relationship with her. I see you. Okay. I appreciate her for reminding us that self-care allows us to nurture our well-being and cultivate resilience in the face of adversity. It involves setting boundaries and prioritizing rest and relaxation, seeking support from our communities, engaging in activities that bring us joy, and nurturing our bodies with healthy habits. By taking care of ourselves, we affirm our worthiness and show ourselves the love and the compassion we deserve as Black folks. So on this day of Juneteenth, it's all about Black folks, and it's okay to center our voices. We invite those who want to help us find our place to be in this space with us, and we certainly thank you for that. In a world that often disregards or undermines the wealth and worth of Black folks, Practicing self-care becomes an act of resistance and affirmation. It is a powerful way to counter the messages that tell us we are unworthy or insignificant. By prioritizing our well-being, we affirm our inherent value and demonstrate that our lives matter. So as we embark on our journey of action and advocacy, let us not forget to include self-care as an essential component. By taking care of ourselves, we fortify our spirits and equip ourselves to continue to fight for justice and equality. We deserve love, care, and respect, and it starts with us. So as we continue to celebrate Juneteenth and beyond, because it goes beyond just this day. So as we continue to center the lives of Black people and pay tribute to the resilience and the spirituality of the enslaved Africans. We talk about freedom, but we often forget about it was more than just a day of freedom. It was about the fact that enslaved Africans relied on their spirituality to help them through the bondage of slavery. So as we continue on, may this day inspire us to actively work towards a society where the rights and dignity of Black folks are upheld. I certainly want to thank you for being in this space and finding it not robbery to be here on today. As I look out, I see hope. I see a better future right here in Cortland. And before I even accepted the invitation to bring words on this day, as a Black woman, I'm always careful in what I say and when I say it and where I say it at, right? So some things you may not even think about. During my circle of love with my Soror Leah Webb, we talked about microaggressions and macroaggressions and how we have to deal with this on a daily basis. So as I bring my words to you, and I'm certainly closing out, Juneteenth is just not today, this weekend, it's every day. So every day I invite you to think about the lives of Black folks, whether you see a Black person or not. But I'm certain you see them on TV. I'm certain that you see them in commercials. And so what conversations are you having about Black folks? What conversations are you having with your family at the Thanksgiving table? What are you saying about the pictures that you see of Black folks? So if you're here today, I'm hoping you're taking the spirit of Juneteenth to talk about the resiliency of Black folks that you see on TV, the resiliency of Black folks when you're sitting down at your Thanksgiving table. That's what Juneteenth is all about. So I want to thank you, and may the spirit of Juneteenth guide us on this transformative journey. Thank you so very much, and have a great rest of the day. Enjoy, and go out and make the world a better place. Thank you.
Stay connected. Make sure you hit the subscribe button.